people that don't really have a skill level that you accumulate over like a 26-year career or 30-year career, it's easy to kind of pour that frustration onto somebody's lap. And what I tend to do is tend to be a little bit more understanding that everything's a learning process and everything's a teaching moment. There's no mistakes. There's just teaching moments. Again, with every problem, it becomes a way to solve that problem. It's an opportunity. That's what I try to tell the boys that an issue, a problem, a break, it's an opportunity to be great. It's an opportunity to show why you are the professional. Grass doesn't turn off. We're not like a restaurant. We're not any other business. At 5 o'clock, we don't flip a switch and say, "All right, grass, we'll be back tomorrow morning. Wait for me." It's a living entity. I tell guys that there's 19 starving children out here, and they all need your attention. So just give everybody a little touch and move on, because we want this place to be beautiful. We want members to love it.
So, Jeff, tell me about your journey. Tell me about how you got into golf.
I think one morning my dad woke me up. I was like 15 years old and sleeping until 2 in the afternoon, and was like, "Get your ass out of bed. I'm gonna get you a job." And he just dragged me down to the local golf course, a little mom and pop place outside of Rochester, and threw me on the just dropped me off on the grounds crew, and it's like Bob's your uncle. It was over with after that. I just kind of stayed there. I thought I was going to be there forever. It was one of those things where I'd even told my boss at the time, Doug, I was like, "I'm going to be here forever. I'm just going to live here and be on the crew." He's like, "Oh, you want to be in golf turf?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, cool." And he came back to me the next day and he said, "I got a job for you down at Myrtle Beach." And he shipped me off to one of his friends down at Myrtle Beach. Through the miracle of Rutgers University, went back, finished off my degree, and then decided that it was time for me to really challenge myself. So that's when I moved to Connecticut. And in 2014, I started working private club, District, Connecticut, Fairfield, Milford, and then down in Greenwich before I got the job up here in East Haddam.
Tell me about the course. It's just stunningly beautiful.
Yeah, so really cool piece of property, right? Mm-hmm. So this was kind of like the second property they looked at, and a happy mistake to get this property, because it's just stellar. I mean, the way the architecture moves through the upper portion of the golf course 1 through 5, and then gets into this kind of lower plain looking area between the back 9 course. They're very, very dedicated ownership toward golf and toward keeping that legacy that their father, Bill Sandry, kind of made through the golf industry. And that's what this place is kind of built on. It's built on that legacy of Sandry and honoring Bill Sandry and his father, A.R. Sandry. That's why you see, if you go through the golf course, you see a lot of stone walls, a lot of stone everywhere. That's kind of an homage to A.R., the grandfather, because he was a Barre Gray stonemason. Like, he owned a stone quarry up in Barre, Vermont, back in the early 1900s, and then obviously started Sandry Oil Companies, and then it's just kind of like been the growth pattern from there.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for keeping a roof over my head.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Man.
Yeah,
it's
good stuff.
Yeah, thank you so much.